Hello and thank you for watching this video. My name is Dr. Ahad Ramazanpour and I founded Essex Math Tutors in 2016. Uh, and my main objective basically was a new way of math tutoring in a way that includes different parts that needs to come together to provide the support that is required for achieving higher level maths. Um, I just want to talk about learning and teaching maths, and one of the main thing to start with is that students, they need to have some sort of purpose of learning. So if a student doing GCSE foundation, it is a tool that to navigate life, to be able to buy something and know how much you need to pay, get back, to be able to watch, sort of even apply some stuff in games, to buy stuff in games, I don't know, to get information through the TVs. And to be able to plan your trip, your train trip to a different city. So the GCSE Foundation is sort of a life tool, in my opinion. Then we have students that they do GCSE higher, and sometimes this is students they're looking for studying subjects like psychology, that you would need some statistics, and some dealing with numbers. And then part of the GCSE higher that students that they would like to go to do A-level maths, and they will be they are intending either to do topics in science and engineering related subjects or economics, or especially basically entering higher ranked universities. So in either of these, it's basically important that we have, we are clear about our purpose, and based on that, we plan for that teaching and learning. So then we come to the learning part. One of the main issues I see with students is lack of confidence, and most of the time, this lack of confidence comes from the fact that they don't know exactly why they do things. So most of the time, this happens when a student just does a thing based on a pattern that have been taught in school, and without knowing why this is done, and without knowing a rational and a logical reasoning behind things. And that creates lack of confidence, and that also creates, if you like, a limited sort of path forward to get higher sort of marks. So if anyone wants to get GCSE over 6, 7, or A-level over, say, C, there has to be some level of understanding, the conceptual understanding, if you like, rather than just trying to follow some patterns. So that interconnectivity starts from absolute like key stage 1 with numbers and visualizing numbers, visualizing timetabling, and dividing even single-digit numbers, and coming up forward. So if that hasn't built from that point, that can cause issues. So it's always important to go back and build that part. And working with the basic work and understanding of numbers, and then continue with a sort of additional parts that basically are added in GCSE and later on in A-level. It is important to know the concept and the interconnectivity between different things. So, for example, if you're doing something in algebra, you could see the same thing and the same consistency of that algebra in graphs, and basically you can connect different things together. And again, if you want to go even further, to go level 8, 9, and or A star in A level, it is important that we can learn some techniques, and those techniques are, if you like, are important in problem solving, and specifically for some of the cases and more creative type of questions that they distinguish higher levels in either GCSE or A-level maths. At the end of the day, the math is like learning a new language or learning a new musical instrument. So it definitely needs a lot of dedication in the beginning, especially. So you need to start, that starting point is important. That dedication initially is important. And maybe that sense of purpose. And at the end of the day, this is a topic that it is, as I said, in a sort of basic, it's a life tool. So it's something that you will be using throughout your life, and it provides some sort of a sort of mental discipline and also a logical thinking sometimes about different matters in life. So my main objective at this in founding this Essex Math Tutors was to create a sort of a type of a tutoring that creates that sort of deep understanding of different concepts and different topics in math, and also provide right tools. So, for example, we have a smart board, which you see in the background, which is used for online tuitions or class tuitions, and the all of the basically board could be captured on video and is shared on a learning management system, which is in my opinion, is important to go back through the lessons, and because there are many points that it's just discussed, sometimes are intensively in a 1 hour sessions, for example, and it's important to go back and review some parts, and even just stop the video and think about the sentences or things that are discussed at that time. We also have a document camera that is used for private tuitions, so we do the same video capturing of even private tuitions without using the smartboard in the background. And we have a learning management portal that students, they connect through our website. And the home practice questions and the videos are shared in that portal. And on top of all of this, there is a sort of forum that students, they can contact during the week if they need help on a specific problem. At the end of the day, math is, it's important to like math, and as a teacher especially, it is important to like math and to love math, and if you love math, you would transfer that love automatically to students, and that basically results in a more enthusiastic approach to the subject. Unfortunately, in some cases, it does happen that there's a math teachers in the school that they they look at this as a job, just a job basically, rather than basically transferring love in the subject. So I hope that this has been a bit of introduction about the Essex Math Tutors. The objectives are beyond just setting up a business. This is mainly for to basically provide a new ways and, if you like, a new approach, hopefully, to support students and to transfer that love for the topic. Thank you for watching, and if you have any inquiries, there are email address and also the phone numbers on the website to contact us. Thank you.